If you're a woman over 40 and feel like you're doing everything right, you're eating better, you're working out, you're disciplined, you think you're consistent, and still nothing is changing, I want you to really listen to this. What if the problem is not that you're not doing enough? And what if the problem is that your body is not responding the way it used to be? And no one actually explained that to you. At some point, the things just start adding up. What used to work even just a few years ago suddenly doesn't anymore. You start eating less, trying harder, being more disciplined, more working out, and instead of moving forward, your body feels like it's pushing back. And that's the moment that most women start turning on themselves and blaming themselves that something is not right with them. They start thinking, maybe I'm not trying hard enough. Maybe I'm not consistent enough. Maybe just I need more discipline. But this is exactly where things start going in the wrong direction. Because after 40, your body is not playing by the same rules anymore. And the women who struggles the most with this are the one who usually push and do the most. So naturally, you start looking for that one thing, the right diet, the right workout, the right supplement, something that finally will click again, like it used to be. And every time something doesn't work, you don't question the advice, you question yourself. I see this in my practice all the time. Women come to my studio, and the same question I ask, what you've been doing? And they would tell me, I've been, for example, on keto diet for a few years. And when I ask them, did you get any results? And they would say, not really. Then I always think, then why you were on this diet? If you haven't had results in months, sometimes years, if you don't see results on whatever you're doing, workouts, diet, or anything else, if you don't see results in a couple of weeks and not necessary results on the scale, but how you feel, how is your sleep, your energy level, are those things improved? And then, of course, scale would move if that's the case. So if those things are not happening after 2 weeks, then probably whatever you're doing is not the right thing for you. But most women ignore that and they still pushing more and more in the hope that there will be results. But here is the real problem. In midlife, it's not one thing that will give you results. It's not one magic pill like supplements. It's not one workout that used to work for you. And it's not because your body is broken. It's because your body is working under different rules now. You're not just dealing with calories or workouts anymore. The first big shift is this. Your body needs safety, not more pressure. In your 20s or 30s, your body can push harder, go on diet, do the workout, and it will give you results. Now, when you do the exact thing that you used to do, the body is refusing and it goes actually in opposite direction and it slows things down. Because the body that feels constantly stressed doesn't make fat loss a priority or building muscle. survival is a priority. What actually works in midlife? It's to make an environment for the body where the body feels safe. So when the body feels safe, it will release the fat, if we are talking about weight loss. So what actually works is creating an environment where your body feels safe enough to respond again. The second shift, and this is the big one, is that recovery now drives results. Not how hard you go, but how you take time to recover from whatever you're doing. Sleep, stress, your nervous system, these are priorities right now. This is actually from where your progress will come. And this is where most midlife women fail. And this is where most women lose results without even realizing it. And the third shift is understanding that your body adapts to things that you're doing over and over again. If you're under eating for long enough, consistently under eating, your body will adapt to that. And you will be eating like a rabbit, lettuce, and won't be able to lose a pound. If you overtrain, your body adapts. If you repeat the same approach over and over for months or years, your body adapts to that too. And when it adapts, it stops responding the way you expect. So, what actually works is not to try to push your body into giving you results. It's learning how to work with the body. This is why random diets don't work. This is why just trying harder doesn't fix the problem. And this is why so many women in midlife feeling stuck even though they're trying their best. Because they're following instructions and not even their instructions, instead of understanding how their body really works and what the body really needs. And here is where it gets even more frustrating. What works for someone else, your neighbor, your friend, your husband, partner, whatever, it doesn't mean it will work for you, especially after 40. Because now your body responding to stress, your sleep, your metabolism, your health history. So it's not just about doing just the right things anymore. It has to match you where you are right now and not someone else and not what used to work a few years ago. And if this is the first time you're hearing this and it actually makes sense to you, you are exactly who this channel is for. So, no, there isn't one thing that works after 40, but there is a way your body works now. And once you start understanding that, everything begins to make sense. Why what used to work before doesn't work anymore? Why pushing harder makes things worse? Why you've been doing all things right and you're still stuck? You still don't see results. You were just following the wrong rules. And no one really explained that to you. Because the next level isn't doing more. It's understanding your midlife body well enough to stop guessing. And once that clicks, everything changes.